Hello, my name is Tiddo Veldhuis. I'm Director Product Strategy of KLM, responsible for the KLM product, ranging from new business class seats, lounge, meals, but also, for example, staff behavior. The airline industry, and KLM more specific, is a very specific industry. It is you can recognize it by fierce competition worldwide, with always pressure on margins. At the same time, it's many passengers are involved, so the national sentiment and everybody has an opinion about the airline industry, the service, and everything what is surrounding. At the same time, we also see that safety first at all times, whether it's terrorism or safety in the air, which is an additional complexity. And on top of everything, most airlines are huge companies, split in silos and with different elements. And that together, in a combination of a strategy where we say customer intimacy, and at the same time 30 million passengers a year, that is a huge challenge. There's a cocktail together which it makes it very hard to design and to innovate. Given the circumstances I just described, having a cooperation with design students of the TU Delft, it's a huge opportunity. Mainly because they are smart, international and young people who have a very fresh eye on the world and what's happening. And above all, we give them real problems throughout the company, throughout the full journey, in which they have 100% dedication of their time in solving matters. And that is something everybody who works in a company, big company, their main challenge is there are so many topics, it's really hard to focus 100%. And that combination of energy and smartness with 100% dedication and focus on real problems is for me a huge solution to do my job. So in what sense does the TU Delft and especially the design faculty help us in solving our problems? I think it's their unique way of working and looking at problems. It all starts with the customer. In every design they do, they always think from the customer, how does it respond to them? What is the impact on the customer? And that's a unique approach, because that approach by definition goes through silos and throughout the whole company and forces us to think differently. One of the best and most recent examples we had in working with a student of the TU Delft, of the design faculty, is a problem we face with UMs, which are unaccompanied minors, children traveling throughout the world without their parents. As you can imagine, that's a very sensitive subject. Children between the age of 4 and 12, or between 4 and 16, traveling alone, that's a huge responsibility for the airline. In giving this service, we face various problems, not only because it's the booking of a ticket, who is responsible of doing it, at the same time, at the moment of arrival on the airport, who takes control. There needs to be assistance all the time, but you go through security, you go through check-in, so there are many handovers of responsibility from people to people, and also from airline to airport to a service agency. So many different companies interfere in this service. And of course it's not only Schiphol, but also the arriving airport, where you need to make arrangements in accompanying such a child. It's such a complex process where we had an internal audit, and that internal audit said that this was not completely in order. But it was a very inside-out approach. And what this student did was looking really from the customer, interviewing parents of children, interviewing the children themselves, going through the journey herself, and making sure she had the full picture of what was happening, what were the main problems, and what were the main possible solutions which had the most urgency. That design blew us away, and the solutions were found in a combination of digitizing and normal human service. So really a mixture of the new world and the old world, which was so good that the board of directors immediately approved the proposal, and we are currently implementing it and making sure we're the first airline who will have a full service solution for this special sensitive group. So for us, the cooperation with TU Delft and having those students within our company working on real problems is our answer in this fierce competition in the airline industry, and coming up with solutions which are unique and fresh and really coming from the customer.